It looks like the latest official Nvidia driver completely kills off LHR. Let's talk about it. So here we are. LHR is now a thing of the past, according to the latest drivers that were released with the 4000 series GPUs by Nvidia. I remember when this whole LHR thing came about, and it was at first kind of hinted at that it was software, it was drivers, but also that it was hardware, and that LHR was just kind of going to be a thing with these GPUs unless it could be cracked through some sort of software hack like the miners such as T-Rex miner, MB miner were coming out with. And these GPUs I purposely avoided just because they would use more power. They were just not desirable for mining Ethereum, and it just didn't make sense to me. And so I was that guy that was out there paying more for a non-LHR GPU, Founders Edition GPUs, just to avoid this LHR feature that they had added to their GPUs. But just to show you real quick, the 522.25 that was released on October 12th is the official Nvidia driver that completely removes LHR for all Nvidia GPUs. So definitely download this so that you can start getting the most hash rate as well as efficiency for whatever you're mining. But I just kind of want to talk about some of the history of this LHR and how LHR affected me as I'm a gamer. I do game some, but I'm also a miner. And so with my gaming PC, whenever I wasn't gaming, I would throw it on like a coin or something to mine, and it would help offset the highly inflated prices of GPUs we were dealing with due to the situation that was going on in the world. But if we just kind of go back, the LHR really became a thing back in May. That's when Nvidia announced LHR was going to be a thing. They were going to be, pretty much having the hash rate on Ethereum. There were some other coins that were affected, but mainly this was, I guess, PR to get these GPUs in the hands of miners. But for some reason, the Founders Edition GPUs that were created or made by Nvidia were never affected by the LHR. And I'm talking about the 3060 Ti, the 3070, the 3080, and the 3090 never had LHR. But for some reason, and they're claiming that all of the silicon was already made on all these GPUs, but every 3060 Ti Founders Edition by Nvidia, 3070 Founders Edition, and 3080 Founders Edition never had LHR. So I can't imagine that Nvidia had made all of those GPUs way back in May, but still continued to sell them throughout 2021 and 2022, and they never had LHR. It would be interesting to know the decision-making process by the partners that chose to either, did they choose to have LHR? Did they have the option to say, you know what, we do not want our GPUs to be hindered or limited in any way, so therefore we do not want LHR technology in our GPUs. We want to be just like you. We want to be equal with, the market and the selling power that you as Nvidia has. And so, yeah, it was confirmed in May as well from Nvidia that they are not going to be, the 3060 Ti and the GPUs that were supposedly already made would not be getting the LHR treatment. This is just maybe my tinfoil hat. And I just want to know what that decision, did the partners actually have a choice in deciding whether or not their GPUs would have LHR or not. Because with a simple driver release, LHR was completely eliminated across the board, regardless if you had an Nvidia GPU, you had an Asus, a Zotac, whatever. It all of a sudden was completely unlocked. And it seems like that decision was a unilateral decision by Nvidia. I mean, these guys have shareholders that they have to answer to. And I would think that the more customers or the larger customer base that you have, the more GPUs you're going to sell. And that would obviously increase profits for company, but to the shareholders as well. I remember you could walk into a store and you could get non-LHR GPUs. They were on the shelves. But these Founders Edition GPUs, it was next to impossible. Not only did you have to wait in line sometimes whenever you were Best Buy, because Best Buy had a deal with Nvidia to only sell the Founders Edition GPUs at Best Buy. That was the only place you could get it. And scalpers and bot creators, they had designed their bots to go in and buy up these GPUs so that obviously they could scalp and make money. I would just really like to know the story behind LHR. And was it a unilateral decision by Nvidia to incorporate LHR into all of the partners' boards, yet allow its own boards to not have LHR? Anyway, that's my tinfoil hat rant that I'm having, and I missed out on a lot of GPUs. I paid more for GPUs because of this LHR thing. Regardless of my questions, regardless of my tinfoil hat that I was speaking of earlier, I guess maybe I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. As miners, hopefully we can really take advantage of all these GPUs that we've been using and not being able to use to its full potential. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.